Hello everyone, my name is Abdurrahman Wahid and this is my business valuation merger and acquisition mind map for the half semester and what I learned so far. First, on the first week is time value of money, which is the sum of money is worth more now than the same sum of the money in the future. There are two formula, which is compound interest and rule of 72. Well, the example is saving $1 today will be worth more than $1 in the future due to the opportunity cost received in the future is we could earn more than $1. The compound interest to calculate future value is PV times 1 plus I pangkat N. PV, which is present value. For example, I have $100 now, and 1 plus I, which is interest, and the pangkat N, which how many years in the future. For calculating present value is future value divided by 1 plus N pangkat N. There are also method of rule 72, which is to find out how long it takes to double your money. The formula will be 72 divided by interest. On the second week, we talk about fundamental analysis, which is a method of measuring a security intrinsic value by examining related economic and financial factors. There are two types of analysis, which is ratio analysis and DuPont. For the ratio analysis, there is profitability, which is ROA and ROE, return on asset, and return on equity. There are also liquidity, current ratio, and quick ratio. For activity, there are also activity, total asset turnover, and total fixed asset turnover. For leverage, there are DAR and DARE, and their market ratio, which is dividend yield and PAR. Inside of fundamental analysis, there are also macroeconomic analysis, which is include a global economic analytic, domestic, and key economic variable. And for DuPont, analysis is a framework for analyzing fundamental performance popularized by DuPont Corporation. Its usual technique to decompose the different drivers of return on equity. For the third week, there are relative and multiple valuation. For relative valuation is a valuation method that compares a company value to that of its competitors or industry peers to assess the firm's financial worth. For multiple valuation is approach to evaluate theory based on the idea that similar assets sell at similar price. It assumes that the type of ratio used in comparing firms such as operating margin or cash flow is the same across similar firms. On the fourth week, we learn about CAPM and WACC. The capital asset pricing model is used to estimate cost of shareholder equity, described as the relationship between systematic risk and expected return for asset. The weighted average cost of capital is calculation of firm cost of capital in which each category of capital is proportionately weighted. The formula for CAPM is ERI equals to RF, which is risk-free rate, beta of asset means a systematic risk, ERM, which is expected return on the market portfolio that contain all assets, and ERM minus RF is market risk premium. For calculating WACC, for the formula of WACC is, for WACC, the formula is cost of equity times equity divided by debt plus equity plus the cost of debt times 1 minus T times D divided by V. The last one is cash flow forecast. A cash flow forecast is an estimate of the amount of money you expect your business to take in and pay out over a period of time. There are two types of cash flow forecast, which is FCFF, which is cash flow available to all firm capital provider, and FCFE, which is cash flow available to only the common equity holders. FCFF is free cash flow to the firm, and FCFE is free cash flow to equity. On the slide, it is the FCC formula using the net income, which is FCCF equals to NI, which is net income, plus NCC, which is net non-cash charge, plus interest expense times 1 minus tax rate, which is Indonesian rate is 0.25, minus FCINF, which is investment in fixed capital, minus WCINF, which is investment in working capital. For FCFE equals to NI plus NCC minus FCINF minus WCINF plus net borrowing. That's it. Thank you.